uncensored and is for adults only. Mature or immature, doesn't matter.
We have a health issue that still looms in front of us. It's extraordinary that it does, but the fact is there can still be a smallpox epidemic in this country. And the reason for that is that the vaccines that we were given, and I was told it's going to last forever, wore the fuck off. And they waited until a possible emergency condition to tell us. That's as if you went to a public bathroom, flushed the toilet, and the water just hits you in the face. And as you left, on the door, as you're leaving, it said, danger, water may hit you in the face. I can't believe it wore off. And they didn't tell us, because that means my whole life has been a delusion. Because every day I'd wake up and I go, well, it's going to suck today, but at least I'm not getting smallpox. If I get smallpox, I will file suit against my government because they took me out of a very important class to get that vaccine. And if I had taken that class, I wouldn't have to do this bullshit for a living. I'd have a real job, like with WorldCom or Enron or Tyco, Global Crossing, Adelphia. Any of those wonderful, wonderful businesses that did so much to inspire us to invest in the stock market. The people who ran these companies are the greediest group of fuckers ever. I know this. Because we have a lot of greedy people in this country. And the greediest of the greedy saw what these guys did and went, wow, that's really fucking greedy. I wish I'd thought of it. Father and two sons run Adelphia. It's a cable company. And they take from the company $1 billion. $1 billion. Three people took $1 billion. $1 billion. What were they going to do? Start their own space program? Let's send a monkey to Mars, Dad. If that weren't enough, they took $13 million of company money and used it to build a golf course in their own backyard. What amazes me is the people who worked for that company and knew that they did it, that they didn't rise as one and slay them. I've never understood why the people of France chopped off Marie Antoinette's head. Now I fucking get it.
You think that we, here at Gillette, would have learned our lesson about virtue signaling when we posted the anti-man ad earlier this year. But we're back, and we're social justicing bigger and badder than ever. If you're a woman pretending to be a man, we want to celebrate you.
Growing up, I was always trying to figure out what kind of man I wanted to become, and I'm still trying to figure out what kind of man that I want to become.
A woman. That's the kind of man you will become. That's it. Because you're a woman.
I always knew I was different. I didn't know that there was a term for the type of person that I was.
Yeah, there is a term. It's woman. That's the term for what you are. I literally just told you that.
I went into my transition just wanting to be happy. I'm glad I'm at the point where I'm able to shave.
Lots of women are at the point where they're able to shave. They don't typically think of it as a good thing. You are happy about it, so good for you, lady.
South, south, north, north, east, west, never in a hurry.
North, south, east, what the f***? What the f*** is that sh**? This is not how you shave, ladies. I think this chick's dad is f***ing with her.
Now, don't be scared. Don't be scared. Shaving is about being confident.
This is the way that Gillette thinks everyone should be with trans people. Accept them and teach them to shave. If you have any concerns about your daughter pretending to be a boy, then you're a bigot and you should be demonetized on YouTube.
I'm at the point in my manhood where I'm actually happy. It's not just myself transitioning, it's everybody around me transitioning.
Yes, the world revolves around you because you decided to do something unusual. Everyone else has to transition to accommodate you and your life choice. Just like this woman is transitioning into a man, Gillette is transitioning too. We used to be a men's razor company, but we're transitioning into a social justice factory. We mass produce social justice on an industrial scale. For context, look at what we used to be.
Pee Wee Reese has a way with Dodger rookies or Sandlot youngsters. Pee Wee, you do a lot of work with boys.
Not work, Al. I like baseball and kids. I enjoy helping teenagers start right.
Oh, that's around shaving age. And you give them pointers on personal appearance, too?
Yes, a boy has more self-respect when he's clean shaved. I tell him to use a Gillette razor, Al.
You said it. The Gillette Super Speed Razor. And today there are 3. Light for sensitive skin and most younger men. Regular for average skin and beard. Heavy for men who like the heft and feel of a heavier razor. Each is different, precisely engineered. One has the right blade edge exposure, edge angle, and weight to shave you in a breeze. Comfortable, good-looking shaves you may never have had before.
Not anymore. Those disgusting, misogynistic, patriarchal days are over. Here at Gillette, we've realized that our razors can't handle the thick, full beards of real men, so we're transitioning to the wispy peach fuzz of the trans market. Gillette, the razor for the woman who wants to pretend to be a man. Gillette. Thank you.
But there's that pairs figure skating, and there's that one very special lift where the male figure skater goes, right here. Or even a gynecologist would go, put on a glove, man. It's that, who's your daddy, who's your daddy, who's your daddy? Yeah. And I'm going, let's cut the foreplay, let's have ice fucking, come on. Whoa, hey, oh, yes. Oh, nipples around and she holds on without her hands. Even the French judge would go, I like it.
We're no strangers to gloves. You know the rules, and so do I. Self-isolation's what I
Guess what day it is? Julie. Julie. Guess
Gonna try to do like a little bit of an impromptu. Alyssa.
Guess what day it is? Guess what day it is? Anybody?
Usually we'll cut out of it when they finally figure out what day it is.
Anybody? Mike.
There's no Mike. There's just Melissa and Charles. Charles doesn't have the same name.
Mike.
Chuck.
Oh, come on. I know you can hear me. Listen, guess what today is? Guess what today is?
I guess Alyssa knows what day it is.
Listen, guess what today is?
Go on. Tell us what day it is.
Listen, guess what today is?
Hump day.
It's hump day.
All right, there we go. Now
And I have about as much enthusiasm as whatever her name is there.
Yeah, right. That's Julie, by the way. That's Julie. Just let you know, that's Julie.
Okay. Julie.
Live from the Raw Talk Studios in Southwest Florida, it's the Charles Richardson Show.
Yeah, everybody. It's Wednesday, hump day. Even though the camel says it's hump day, it's still Wednesday. We're just going to go. It's November 2nd, 2022.
How is that possible?
We've officially leapfrogged from Halloween to Christmas. Yes.
You know, our
we've leapfrogged.
neighbors down the street have their Christmas lights up outside already.
Are you kidding me?
The police officer right down there.
Boring. Who cares? Actually,
My grandparents were taking down their fall decorations on Halloween.
my dad's wife up there in Mass, they live up there in Mass. They saw their first decorated Christmas tree outside. So it's everybody's in a frenzy. Let's go and get the Christmas stuff out now.
Oh, you're gonna be gone this weekend.
Guess what I come back to? Christmas everywhere.
It's beginning to look a lot
like Christmas. God. Just be careful. You know how I am about you and that ladder. The ladder sucks.
Well, if I fall off the ladder, will you at least come home early? Check on me.
Is that what's going to come down to?
You come home early to check on me.
Yeah, I just kind of. No, I don't think so. No, you can get the emergency medical people over there a lot sooner than me. Plus, the flight's not in my name; it's in Jimmy's name, so I can't do anything about it. So, yeah, I guess I might as well. On top of having a no Monday show, we have a no Friday show because I am getting out of town. I'm getting out of town. So impromptu, kind of impromptu. I mean,
very impromptu.
Yeah, very. All I wanted, basically, I was letting my cousin know. It's like, hey, listen, I need a weekend, which comes up every so often. I need a weekend. You know, go to Disney, hang out. You want to hang out? And he just popped the question, says, hey, you want to go to New England? Let's go to the Patriot game. I'm thinking, dude, all I was thinking about was going to Disney. Come on. I mean, come on. He says, I'll pay for everything. Just come on. I'm thinking, well, I mean, I'm gone for the weekend anyway. Just, why not? You know, just, might as well. So, but, so we're leaving on Friday night, which we're leaving from Orlando's, which I got to travel up to Orlando anyway. But we have to get there, you know, for TSA check, which is freaking me out, by the way. The TSA check is freaking me out.
Why?
I don't know why, because I've never been through it before. This is the first flight I've been on in like 25 years. I've never been on. I haven't been on a flight in a long time.
It's not a big deal. They're not going to do a cavity search or anything.
What if they do? I have to make sure my ass is nice and clean.
I've never had a cavity search, and I've been on quite a few planes.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, but he's it's like, listen, I'll pay for everything, hotel, he's going to do the rental car. The only thing is, I have it in the back of my head, it's like, this is his trip, right? This is not my trip. I don't really call the shots on this one. I'm basically, there to go ahead and just go with the flow. Now, he's told me we're going to go see my dad, and we're going to go see his granddad, because they live close by to each other. They live, like, right there on the border of Rhode Island and Massachusetts. Hang on, John. I'm going to get to you in a second. So we already say we're going to see each other's, granddad, dad. We're going to have breakfast. We're gonna see the Patriot game. The rest is like, just hanging out in Boston and taking in the sights and stuff like that. Go ahead, John. What's up?
I just want to say, Charles, your cousin is the greatest. He rocks. You need this.
I think I do.
Charles' cousin, if you're listening, man, you rock, man. That's awesome of you to do.
It is.
It's awesome.
I wasn't expecting this. I mean, it's like...
No, of course not.
Yeah. Oh, listen, all I was looking to do is... I was looking forward to going to riding Guardians of the Galaxy again over in Epcot. I really was. I'm going to do that next week anyway, but I'm just saying it's like... Because me and Alyssa's anniversary is coming up, so we're going to go... We already got the weekend book staying. Just the two of us.
By the way...
Yeah.
Did you book it for next weekend or the weekend after?
No, next weekend.
Okay.
Not this weekend coming up. Next weekend. Oh yeah.
Is your cousin a Patriots fan?
Yeah, I he was. I think he's a Patriot fan, but I think he was like I think he got into the Tom Brady gang, and because when Tom Brady went to the Bucs, he immediately got a Tom Brady jersey, Buccaneers. I'm thinking, what are you? Are you a Patriot fan or a Brady fan? He said he's a Brady fan.
Right.
So it's like, if the Patriots aren't winning, I think the same thing goes in both cases. He's not a diehard football fan like I am. He'll watch it if it's interesting, but he's very quick to like, hey, this bores me. I'm turning it off. I'm like, I'll sit there through the freaking kneel downs.
He'll watch any freaking football he can get his hands on.
And that's the one thing, too. It's like, what if the game's a blowout? What if the Colts kick our ass and he wants to get out of there early at like the third quarter? It's like, no, I want to stay. I want to, I got to go with him because he's got the dough, he's got the car. So it's like, there's not a lot. I mean, I guess I could put my input, but he's the one that makes the final decision. He has to make the final decision of what we do. Because, listen.
Josh, well, like me, I'm a Cowboys fan, but I'm also a football player fan.
Yeah.
So many people out there that I love, Yeah,
I mean, I guess if, say Tom Brady went to the Chargers or 49ers, which was rumored at the time that he was getting dealt, I guess I would root for Brady to win, kind of like, where he is now. But the thing is, I've been in Florida, and I've actually been rooting for the Bucs since I moved to Florida because they're the local team, if you want to put that.
Of course, you got to.
Yeah, I'll root for the local team. So when Brady came to the Bucs, it's like, all right, well, at least they're going to be good now. So it's like, everybody else is jumping on the bandwagon because Brady's here. So it's like, hey, I was liking them when they had the creamsicle uniforms. So, I saw games at the old Tampa Stadium and the new stadium. And so it's like, I've seen games, and, of course, they were horrible back then. But
it's like me being a Cowboys fan. I always had a AFC team. It was always the Miami Dolphins.
Yeah.
Because I fell in love with Bob Greasy back in the day, Zonka, Dan Marino. A friend of mine's a big Dolphins fan, and I always root for the Dolphins. I like to see them do good.
Yeah, yeah, but the answer
Laces out.
Laces out. That's the only thing you remember is the Ace Ventura reference.
Yes,
Laces out.
Exactly.
That's right. You remember that right there.
Yes! Yes!
So like to answer your question, my cousin's he's a football fan, but I think he's more like a Brady. Now the other thing too is he finally, after all this time and hard work, he is very successful at a business that he owns. Makes a boatload of dough, and he does what he wants to. And listen, congratulations, and I'm glad for him and happy for him. I've never had this before, unless it was my dad. You know what I'm saying? I never had this happen to where, so I don't know how I'm supposed to react. So one of the things that came out was, we were getting, he was booking the hotel and everything, so we got 2 queen beds, one bed for me, 1 bed for him, obviously. Then I got notification that last minute change, Mark, my other cousin's husband, is joining us. So I said, well, I'm not giving up my bed. I'm not sharing my bed. You know, kind of like a douchey. I guess maybe it came off douchey. I don't know. But I'm not sharing my bed. He wrote back to the point of, look, I'd never ask you to repay me. I'd never hold this over you. You know, just go with the flow.
You got to share.
I just gotta step back and, like, you know, hopefully I do enjoy the trip. I mean, there's no way I shouldn't enjoy the trip. I just don't want to be in an uncomfortable position. I don't think he'd do that.
Charles, look at it this way.
Yeah.
Look at it this way. After the next Powerball drawing, you'll be able to pay him back.
Pay him back and then some.
You see what it's up to?
Yeah, it's
$1.2 billion.
I had to stop and get gas today, and I got my tickets. My tickets are there. I already have the winning numbers. It's ready. $1.2 billion coming my way. And to be honest with you,
when is that? Tomorrow, right?
Tonight.
Shit. All right. I didn't get tickets.
Get them before 10. You have up until 10 o'clock.
Right. It's only 8 o'clock.
Right. 8:21.
Right, I'm out.
All right, man.
I'm going to the store now.
You do it.
Bye.
Bye. All right. Yeah, 1.2 billion. Wasn't it like 1.2 billion like earlier this year? Something like that. The Mega Millions was like that or something like that.
I don't know. I don't keep track of that.
Something crazy.
You know I don't keep track of that.
Well, I know you don't. Oh, but I do. I do.
Because you're so sure we're going to win it.
Yeah, always. So, I go to, USA Mega. And, of course, get the breakdown of the jackpot of how it all works out. So, Powerball jackpot, $1.2 billion. You take the cash out option, it's $596,700,000, almost $600 million. When you take out the taxes, it brings it down to $375. So when you take a look at it, you're getting a quarter of 1.2, which is still a lot of money. Let's not let's not take anything away. $375 million is still a lot of money. And like I keep mentioning, every time the jackpot that gets big, if I were to win, I'd have all of my family covered.
If I had
$1 million or $375 million more, I would have all my family covered. My dad is number 1, my sister number 2, my cousins number 3, 4, and 5, and 6. Actually, I take care of, of course, your dad and mom get that humongous house that they recently bought, just get it paid off completely so your dad doesn't have to work again, because I think it's time for them to go ahead and hit retirement. They're getting old. So make sure they just relax now. Just relax, worry about the dogs, and just enjoy their time. Go traveling. You know what I'm saying? Didn't they like to do traveling? They do. I know
cruises. I don't know if they like traveling so much as going on cruises.
But I know that the cruises and the COVID thing, I know that's still a thing.
And I don't think that...
You don't think they're ever going to go back?
I'm not saying that never, but I don't know that they're ready yet.
Yeah. I'm ready. I know you're iffy. I know a lot of the cruise lines have, done away with vaccination requirements, so that...
Which doesn't really...
It's like
make me more comfortable.
But I'm just saying, it's like, you don't want to get you're against the vaccination. You've had COVID twice and you're still not wanting to get vaccinated. But now it would be the time to cruise because they're not requiring vaccinations. They're not requiring it. So it's like, yeah, well, all right. Well, we don't have to worry about you getting vaxxed. You can simply go, with your regular passport and jump on. I think you do have to have a test, a negative test, I think. That's still a policy in some sense.
Well,
48-hour test.
I think I'm pretty good on that, though, now at this point, because I had beta the first time, and now I had the Omicron.
Yep. And there's other variants that have come out, so you're still behind. You still need to get all those other ones.
No, are there any after Omicron?
Oh yeah, there's different Omicrons that are out there. Oh yeah. Wow. You're way behind here. We got to get you COVID up there. we have to get you in the middle of theaters, and we have to go to.
I went to the Backstreet Boys concert.
Yeah, you didn't get it.
Well, because I had just gotten over it,
you're like
a day or two before the concert.
Yeah, I know, right? Yeah, it's. But I'm thinking it's like back to, but all of my family would be taken care of. I'd probably even go ahead and reach out to maybe some of your friends, Nicole. I just feel bad what happened with her in the hurricane. I think get her, bulldoze that shit heap and build it over again. Because she owns the land there, right?
No.
She doesn't even own that.
That's a long story.
Okay. We don't. But she doesn't own it. Oh, fuck it. We'll just go ahead and buy her a piece of land, a good sized piece of land. Build a two.
They don't own that house. That's not their house.
Oh. Okay.
Long story.
All right, long story.
Anyway.
We don't need to go in there. Obviously take care of your brother. Buy him any game he wants. I don't know, but it's just I take care of a lot of people, and regardless if my cousin is making 7-8 digits a year or not, I'd say okay, well here's enough to go ahead and get you off the Monday through Friday grind. If he's even doing that, I think he's just overseeing everything right now, to be honest with you.
I think
he's living a good life.
Works when he wants to work.
Yeah, he's living a good life.
He can make his own schedule.
He literally is on a cruise a month. And it's Disney. It's not this little Raggedy Ann Royal Caribbean or Carnival. No, it's fucking Disney. He's a Disney cruise fanatic. I mean, the guy watches YouTube videos about people going on Disney cruises. When I go stay with him for a weekend, that's all he watches is YouTube. Disney YouTube. I mean, he loves Disney way more than football. Let's put it that way. He does. He really does. And he keeps saying, I was
going to say, every time I talk to him,
he keeps saying he's going to quit.
I'm not going to go anymore.
I'm done. I'm not going to pay Disney because of their political stance. And that's a lot of people, actually. A lot of people saying that because of Disney's political stance. And I have to say this. Listen, I don't agree with everything Disney does. I don't agree with everything that Disney stands for. But I do know this. When I go there, I don't have a political agenda. I go there and I'm smelling the freaking the pretzels, and I'm smelling the food, and I'm enjoying the rides, and I'm enjoying the atmosphere. I'm not thinking about DeSantis or the naming rights of him and her or anything like that. Princesses and princes gone. Now it's just, hey, everybody. I'm not thinking of that. I'm thinking it's still a magical place to go. It's still a place to have fun, to bring your family. Yeah, you got to pay for it, and we do. But it's the thing is, and that's the other thing too. I'd buy if you want to go on a vacation. When we win this money, how about going on a 2-week vacation to any freaking property you want? I
was going to say, if we did win the lottery, that's one thing I would want to do. That's like a bucket list for me, is to go to every single Disney park.
Yes. I was asked too before. I forget who. I was actually on the phone with a customer because I told her we're Disney fans, everything. I don't know how it came up, but it's like, did you ever go to Disneyland in California? I said, no, it's on our bucket list. We need to go. And it's more expensive over there. So that's the thing, is we're going to visit every fucking Disney park. I don't care the political aspirations. I don't care. It's fun. We enjoy it. And that's all that matters. We don't look at it. And you know what? It's the same damn people that take a look at Disney's political agenda and that refuse not to go, is where they're going to go ahead and break friendships because they have their own opinions on where they stand politically. That's why I don't get into it. Yeah. Fuck it all. I had a coworker
talking about voting.
Yeah.
And she's like, she was saying that the schools were closed because of voting on Tuesday, and I'm going, that's why we're oh my god. Yeah, because they're voting at the schools. They're doing the voting at the schools. So, but anyway, they're, she's talking to me about this, and I'm going, oh, is that why schools are closed? Yeah. I said kind of the same thing you did.
Yep.
And she's like, and she could get the gist of it as I was talking to her, and she's like, do you vote? And I was like, No.
Oh, man. No. Just lie. Just say yes.
She's like, oh, you really should. And then, I went into my reasoning that I don't pay enough attention to politics to really
to even know what you're doing, right?
Enough to vote in a manner that would, be.
But that just makes me feel uncomfortable. So, it's like, no, I don't vote.
She didn't make a huge deal of it after that. After I said that, she was like, she kind of understood.
Okay.
And
I'm just over here. It's like, why should you have to explain yourself about that? I don't vote. Oh, well, you really should. No, I shouldn't. Tell me why. It's my American right to vote or not to vote.
Yeah.
I can do as I wish.
Well,
but I'm glad she dropped it after at least the hopefully it was a brief explanation.
It wasn't a long thing. I just said, I don't pay enough attention to it, and I don't know enough about it to make an informed decision.
Right.
And that was really all I said.
And that's how it stayed.
Yeah.
I'm just saying, some of these people that
some
think
people
are nice,
are really going to jump down your throat about
they're
it.
like,
but
are
she
you
wasn't.
kidding me? I'm going to delete you off my friends list and this and that.
But I know her well enough to know, and I could read her well enough to know that she wasn't going to jump on me about it.
Okay, good. But sometimes, it's like sometimes you may know somebody, but you don't know somebody. It's just, it's kind of weird.
Well, I was telling you about Maria on the whole abortion thing. I just didn't say anything because she made this huge deal about it, and I just didn't say anything because I knew that she would have pulled into this whole thing, and I just kind of was like, yeah, okay.
Yeah, I've gotten into a couple of scuffles because of my thing with abortions and stuff. It is what it is. Listen, it's the rule. This is the rule that it is. Am I happy about it? No. Am I listen, you guys fight over it. I mean, and then I get like, well, you're just an asshole for not caring. I'm thinking, no, I do care. I don't believe in abortions. I don't believe in it. There is certain circumstances that I think could bypass it, but I guess that's not good enough. I'm going to get yelled at for that because, no, abortion, it's my woman's right. Okay, it's your woman's right. Don't fucking do it now. What the fuck you want from me? I'm not going to want to be the one to pass the law or not pass the law. Fuck it, I'll just skip it when I'm voting. Jesus Christ. Too many friendships die because of this shit.
Well, and that's why I try to avoid the conversations like that. And
it's like you're a mean or you're a bad person for your own views. You don't wish this on anybody. You don't wish harm on anybody. So me saying one way or the other, I'm fucking either pissing somebody off one way or the other. No. But I don't wish harm on them. Listen, if they need to go ahead and do it, so do it. I don't care, really. It doesn't bother me because if you and I went ahead and had a baby and your life was on the line because of it, I would support you in your decision to go ahead and terminate the pregnancy. But I know deep down that's not what you would do. You would go ahead and sacrifice yourself for that kid.
Yeah.
That's what you would do. I'm just saying I would rather have you alive to try again rather than you passing away. That'd be mine, but that's your choice. I don't wish you ever. I don't wish anybody ever to have to make that decision ever. But it's a decision that does get made way too many times due to people that just abuse the fucking system, and then the people that don't abuse the system and actually need it, they get fucked because people abuse the system and they're thinking it is a fucking crutch. And it's the whole system is fucked up. That's all I can say. It's all fucked up, and I think everybody can see that in one way, shape, or form. That's my general overall blanket. It's fucked up. That's it. But yeah, political views, dude. You're gonna judge me and end friendships with me or base your opinion on me because of my political views. The person that came to our door today to drop off a flyer saying, hey, your voting system, she wore a Ron DeSantis shirt. And I'm like, in my mind, I hate him. But in the same time, it's like, who else is out there? Is anybody else going to be better than DeSantis? And again, same thing with you. I don't really follow it up to a certain point for the show. So I guess maybe I do follow it more than you do, but it's just for the show.
Yeah.
You know, but, and of course, you know, Karen keeps us in taps with everything that, you know, he's sort of. But listen, she's a DeSantis supporter. She's a Trump supporter. I am not ending my friendship with Karen because she supports somebody I don't like. Whatever. Because you know something? We all live in the state, we all live in the country where people are in charge. What are we going to do? Well, we have to wait the 2 years or 4 years until the voting comes out, and then we can go ahead. If you really disdain that person, get your ass out there and vote. Get your ass out there and vote. If you want change, get your ass out there and vote. Me, I have a whole nother reason not to vote. Because I don't believe in the voting system. I think the voting system is freaking rigged. It's bought out. It's rigged. I don't. There's too many questions about it. Too many. We started this conversation with Powerball, didn't we?
Yeah, then we moved on to Disney.
We moved on to everything.
Somehow we got into politics. I don't know.
I don't know how that happened. It was based on friendships, I guess. Like, you know, we'll support friends and everything like that. And anyway, but $375 million net payout after taxes out of the $1.2 billion. And that's drawing is tonight. So if you don't get your tickets in the next 82 minutes, then you're screwed. 82 minutes. Unless nobody wins it and then said, like, I'm probably going to be $1.5 billion. Which at that point in time, maybe it'll be half a billion dollars. That will be the cash option. I can't not think about what I would do. I can't. I know it's a daydream, and I know it's something that happens every time the jackpot gets this big. Hell, it even happens when the jackpot's not even this big. You know, when it can make a difference in our lives. And I'll say it again, money does buy you happiness. It does. Bills are gone. House payment's gone. Do we have to work anymore? No. I can finally do this full time. You'd probably be like, we have to do the show again. But this time, I don't have to work 8 hours a day or whatever days I work. I don't have to work that. We spend more time with each other. More time to Disney. We go on cruises every other week.
You know I'm still going to work.
Are you really, though? Are you really?
I can't just sit at home and do nothing. You know how bored I got when COVID shut us down?
Baby, I'm not saying you're not going to work. Doing the show would be work for me. I'm talking about working at stuff that you would like to do, like, well, first off, number one, to get a bigger house, and then we just have a fucking office where we have cricket this, T-shirts that, mugs, just like Megan. We got to copy off Megan and make it better. We could do all that shit. That's your work. It would be a hobby that can make money. Your ears, which are beautiful, you have a talent beyond kids. I mean, if you want to run a fucking daycare, you can run a daycare.
I don't.
I'm just saying.
No, I much prefer what I do now to working in a daycare.
Okay. Listen, I know it brings you value, but maybe do it part-time.
Maybe.
You know what I'm saying? Just do like a morning session, come home, or do like 3 days a week, come home, do your ears, you know, just have your hobby. Cabbage Patch Dolls.
Yeah. I was going to say, this one, work on my Cabbage Patch Dolls.
This one over here, honest to God, if we won that, honey, we could buy Babyland.
I wouldn't buy Babyland.
Why wouldn't you want to buy Babyland?
I don't think that Xavier Roberts is going to sell it, for one thing.
Who?
Xavier Roberts. That's who makes the Cabbage Patch Dolls, or who originated them.
I'm just...
That's whose signature's on all their asses. Babyland General still open. So Babyland, Georgia.
I'm just kind of wondering how much it is, how much it's worth. Wikipedia net value. I wanted to see net value. Well, Babyland, it's Xavier Roberts converted an old clank, blah, blah, blah. It doesn't say. But
I'm pretty sure he still owns it.
Yeah, it does. Xavier Roberts, it says here.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's still alive, 67 years old.
Yeah.
Born on Halloween, by the way, so happy birthday, Xavier.
Yeah, he just had
happy birthday there.
They posted a thing on the Babyland Facebook page with all the nurses and a bunch of the dolls wishing him a happy birthday.
Right. Yeah, happy birthday, Xavier. 67 years old and still owns Cabbage Patch dolls.
Hey, he's made a boatload of money off of making those dolls.
Yes, he did. Yes, he did. I wonder what his net worth is. Probably the same amount as Babyland. Net worth. He is 50 mil. Oh, freaking buy him out easy. $100 million for Babyland. There you go. He's worth 50. $100 million for Babyland. We own it. We own it. I can go ahead and DJ in there when the babies are born. All right, here he comes. Have the lights.
I don't think so.
No. But yeah, we can basically take and get you like a she shed with all Cabbage Patch dolls. Couple of she sheds, actually. Imagine a she shed with all Cabbage Patch dolls. It's crazy. John posted his numbers. I'm going to steal those. 332, 50, 52, 64, Powerball 22. And then 20, 36, 41, 50, 55, Powerball 21. Actually, I can't steal them because I already got them, so good luck, man. If I win, man, I'm hooking you up. And if you win, hopefully you're hooking me up. A lot more than $25. I would like 5%. That's kind of... If I win, I'll give him 5%. If he wins, I should 5%. So, what's 5% of 375?
Don't ask me.
This calculation has been brought to you by John Monroe. Times 0.05. $18 million. Almost $19 million. I think he'd be satisfied with that. $19 million, John? Be satisfied with that? Come on, 19 million. I'll be happy with 19 million. We can hook each other up. I'll even bump it up to make it even 20. Make it even 20. I'm always one to give more.
I feel like you're just ready to give all this money to everybody else, and then are we going to have enough left?
300. Okay, listen. and this is something I've actually wrote out, budgeted, and everything.
Because you're insane.
I am. I'm fucking insane. I really am. I'd give my dad about $20 million. I'd give each of my cousins probably another, 10 or 15 million each. I'd give Jimmy, probably 10 or 15 mil. I'd go ahead and give your parents whatever they owe in the house, probably another 10 or 15. I'd probably give 10 to 15 million on everybody except my dad, which I'm going to give him more. Because he needs to either get out of that house or take care of the house and just be happy. Because I can't understand how he's still working with his back issues. He's one that needs to, he needs that. And of course, Karen is going to be taken care of, just like John said. You and Karen. I know Karen's going to get some sugar daddy money. Sugar mama money, I guess, whatever you want to call it. I'm sure she's going to get that. Karen will be taken care of. Listen, whatever, we'll buy her a whole bunch of land, because she wants a whole bunch of land, like a farmland. Get her a house. That way, she doesn't have to... Listen, bottom line is, everybody that I care about is being taken care of. And by the time everything's all said and done, yeah, do we have enough money? Maybe I need to rethink of this. 375 million after 15 million here, 15 million. Yeah, you're right. You know what? I need to find out what we're taking out of it. You know, how much are we going to want? And then just give away the rest. Like, do we really need 375 mil? What are we going to do with 375 mil? A new house for us, you know, maybe $1 million. Oops. I answered John. There you go. Let's answer John. Go ahead, John.
Yep, you got to think this out first, Charles.
Yeah, now I'm over here
talking about Carol.
Yeah,
talking about Karen.
We got to be careful because
a big piece of land, and her and her kids are into horses and buying some horses.
Don't know if I'm going to buy horses, but listen. Karen, here's. Let me ask you this, John. For your lifestyle, to maintain your lifestyle that you want. Not the lifestyle that you have, but the lifestyle that you want. Out of $375 million, how much do you really need?
Really need?
Yeah. And I'm talking about you could take this money, put it in an account where it actually earns interest to the point you can live off the interest. But how much do you really need?
Charles, I don't do much. Even when I had decent money, I didn't do much, you know. But I could live off the rest of my life probably $1 million, $2 million.
Even if you won,
I don't want it to change. I don't want the lottery to change me. I'm sure it's going to change me somewhat.
Yeah,
but I don't want it to change me that much. I really don't, because that will be your downfall.
Well, listen. If you get the cash out option before tax or after taxes is $375 million, and that's Connecticut I think has some like 5 or 6% tax, so it'd be like 340, 345 or something. But
it's high.
Yeah, it's what you say Connecticut. You'd be at 334 million is what you'd get cash out. Right. But still, if you take $5 million of that, John, I'll be more than happy to go ahead and help you with the rest. Pay Karen what you want to pay her, and I'll take care of the rest. I'll make sure it's well taken care of.
But I'll tell you one thing though. All right, right off the bat, I'm gonna go get a loan somewhere, stash this check somewhere, and get away for a couple weeks or whatever, and just think about it. Because, everybody, the brother and the mother is going to be hounding you. Yeah. Like Alyssa said, you got to leave something for yourself. You got to get away. You got to go hide because you're going to have everybody after you.
So here's what I'm thinking. Again, with this high amount, I want to take a good lion's share of it. Even though if I may not need it, I still want to take a good lion's share of it. I would say 100 mil.
I'm taking it all.
Well, yeah, you take it all. But I'm saying 100 mil is basically all we really need. And I don't even need. That's just, how much I want. So that gives me 275 to take care of family, take care of friends, take care of, people that, and of course, maybe we'll have a lotto drawing. We'll have all of our friends and family's names family first. And like the first ball that comes out is worth 20. And then the next ball is 15 and 10. And then the last ball will be like, a $20 scratch off ticket. And then that's just the way it works. I don't know.
That's what I'll do for my girlfriend. I'll buy her own lottery store. I'll buy her ultimate books of $5 cash words because she loves playing $5 cash words.
Yeah.
But
you wouldn't blow it in the casino, would you?
No.
Okay, good.
I'll tell you what. I got family members. They don't listen to this radio station. But
probably a good thing.
I'll throw the dirty laundry out right now. I got some family members. It doesn't care how much I give them. It's never enough. They want more. Or you didn't give me enough. What about, them are the ones where I got to fucking hide from.
Well, I wouldn't even hide from them. What are you going to do? I would just go ahead and up my security.
What about, the fuck out of it. I give them $1 million. They're going to want fucking $2 million.
Yeah.
They're never satisfied.
Well, it's to the point where it's like, I'm going to take a look at your lifestyle. What do you owe? What debts do you owe? It's going to be under $1 million. And then I'll go ahead and give you $1 million more.
Pay off their house, pay off their bills, whatever. And $1 million, and then go have some fun.
Yeah.
If you run out and I hear about it, maybe I'll help you out. But don't come at me sideways where $1 million's not enough. You want $5 million. then that's where I fucking cut them off for sure.
Yeah, if they go ahead and say, oh, well, $1 million's not enough. Well, listen, it's $1 million is a way more than what you had before. It's way more. It's going to go ahead and boost that bank account, make it enough. You know, remember that scene on Friday where the mom's giving hell to the Smokey? Hey, go get me a pack of cigarettes, and hands her, and she hands him $1. It's not enough. Well, you know what? Make it enough.
Make
it enough. That's right.
All right, guys. Have a good night.
Yep, you too. Yeah, I mean, we got to think. It's like, okay, we win the lottery. We win this big amount. We're not going to keep the whole amount. Of course not. It's too much. It really is. It comes down to too much. How much shit do you own? How much shit are you going to buy? You know what I'm saying? But I think easily $100 million gives us the lifestyle that we would gladly take. Allows us to maybe open up a few businesses. Definitely live worry-free. Who knows? Maybe that's the cure for my diabetes, my high blood pressure, and I lose weight. Because we'll be eating well. Maybe I'll hire Martha Stewart to cook.
Will you eat well?
Well, I'll hire
or will you continue to eat the same crap?
No. I'll hire a chef. Yeah. Because we're going to have such a huge fucking kitchen. I mean, we're going to have basically your mom or dad's house, probably bigger. And we're just going to have a huge fucking kitchen. We're just going to have we'll have a live-in chef. I'm going to ring his doorbell, or her, depending on who we find. Ring the doorbell. Hey, I'm hungry. It's 11 o'clock, Mr. Richardson. I don't fucking care. Get your ass up and cook. I'm just saying, no, because what's the main reason, honestly, why we don't eat well? Number one is because it's expensive. Number two, we're lazy to cook. We can eliminate that because now we're rich. We can buy the food, and we have somebody to cook for us.
We can go on the HelloFresh diet.
The HelloFresh diet, yes. Hello, it's fresh. Isn't that what it is? HelloFresh. They just eliminated some of the words. And that HelloFresh diet, I've actually looked into it. It's not super expensive. It is kind of up there, but it's not super expensive because I saw 6 meals a week. It's not lunches and breakfasts or anything like that, so you're still fending for yourself in certain aspects. But the dinner time thing, and that's another thing too. We eat dinner late because of our work schedules.
Well,
that's
my work schedule.
Well, most of your work schedule, yeah. But I'm just saying that's another thing too. Instead of working this 8 to 6 job, do the 3, and then we're doing good. John says, one thing I'll do for sure is on my land, I'll buy there'll be a go-kart track. Oh, fuck yeah. Yeah, we got to go. I'm kind of hoping John wins because I know he'll take care of us. But we also going to go ahead and see his go-kart track. Which reminds me, yes, I would take care of Scotty still. I don't think we're going to go as far as the whole Just for Fun compound. That's going to take a lot of money. But I'll go ahead and give him what he needs to go ahead and probably live financially secure for a while. Or maybe forever. Who knows? Depending on how he uses the money. He's pretty smart with his money. So, 813-699-535. So, lottery is happening tonight. The Powerball drawing is in about 2 hours. But you have an hour to get your ticket. So make sure you go ahead and get him. John apparently got his, and he gave us his numbers. So actually, I'm going to write them down. Even though we're going to use them, but we'll know if he won. So that way we can hound him. John. Yeah, Charles? I saw the numbers that you posted there, and the same numbers popped up on the lottery website. You won, didn't you? No, Charles, I was lying. That was the worst thing he could have done. Because now I'm checking the numbers, not just from me. I'm checking them from this one, too. But, yeah, that would be nice. That would be nice. I mean, I think John would take care of us, more than take care of us. John's a good guy. I mean, come on. He went ahead and helped me out when we were going up there in April. And we had plans on seeing him, and we never got to see him, so I feel so bad. Now I'm going up there again, but it's not my trip. It's it's a trip I was invited to. So, I mean, seeing my dad was a necessity. I made that clear. So, he got that. But everything else, though, obviously is planned with my cousin. Lance in the house. Lance saying, "Good evening, y'all." John went ahead and commented there. Charles and Alyssa would you adopt more kids? Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. Actually, yes, we would. We would, absolutely. If we did that, obviously we'd be pulling in a much bigger house. And again, the thing is, if we won, obviously we have control. If you won, we're at your discretion of how much you want to give us, if you want to give us anything. But we're at your discretion. So 813-699-53. But yeah, we definitely adopt more kids, because the one thing that really has us not adopting anymore is the size of the house. We don't have a big house. We have 3 bedrooms, 2 baths, and a 2-car garage, but the square footage is just over 1,000. It's like 1,036 if I checked on Zillow. And so we don't have a big house. Now, if we had a 2,500 square foot, 3,000 square foot home, 4 bedrooms, 3-4 baths, or something like that, absolutely. That's, if we had a house like your mom's.
Well,
that's definitely plenty of space for us.
This is the bigger of our
the rooms? Yeah.
Yeah. This studio is the bigger room.
So what we are planning on doing, and this took a real fucking hit to us, or me, excuse me. Alyssa, not so much. It just took a real fucking hit where this company was supposed to give us or allow us to borrow about $55,000 out of the equity of the home, and we wouldn't have to pay back this equity until we either sold the house or 30 years come, we'd have to pay it back. And 30 years, I'm 70-something years old, and mortgage is definitely paid off, so, we'd sell the house and just live in an adult care facility.
Oh, shut up.
Live at hospice. No, I'm kidding. But it's like we were going to get $55,000, and most of that was going to go to clear our debt, clear our any back builds that we have, and about $15,000 to $20,000 was going to redo the garage. The garage is a 2-car garage. We weren't going to be all fancy schmancy with it, but we were going to get a roof, or we were going to get a ceiling put in, walls separating electrical outlets, Ethernet outlets, and upgrade our the furniture and everything like that, like a futon or a couch. Basically, we kind of figured it out. It was going to be between $15,000 and $20,000 to go ahead and do it. Permits, the contractors, everything like that, wood, all that shit. We were going to temporarily get rid of the garage door, but keep it as an option in case we decide to sell it and we would need to return it back to a 2-car garage. We did have that discussion, and I agree with you. I think we need to keep the option open to keep it a 2-car garage if we decide to sell it. But that was the plan, and then the jackasses there sent us an email saying we're suspending all loans or all transactions until 2023. They said early 2023, but God knows that's a fucking, it's a blanket statement. We don't know that. So we'll see. We'll see what happens. So we're still on the list. But yeah, there's a lot of things we got to get done. So the answer to John's question, yes, we would definitely adopt more kids, but we need a bigger home first. That's number one. And then we'll go right back to the fostering school. We'll go ahead and do that. Hell, no, fuck that. We got the money. We'll go ahead and actually look at adopting somebody's baby. That if they don't want it, listen, don't abort it. Go through the 9 months. We'll even support you. We'll support your needs for that 9 months. Just make sure you're healthy. You do the thing right. Somebody we have to trust that person. I know it's going to be difficult to trust.
Well, if we go through an agency, they match you with.
Well, yeah, I guess we can do that. I know it's expensive, but again, hey, we'll have the dough. And then at at my age, at baby, I'll be like 64. by the time they're graduating high school. I'll be grandpa. But I'll still be a Patriot fan, so maybe that'll, here's John again. John reached his 3-call limit here in the first hour. John, what's up?
Hey, you talking about aborting babies, don't abort your baby, and you'll take the babies in. Check this out. Here in Connecticut, it's been happening a lot.
Yeah.
These women leaving babies wrapped up here, there, and they have a policy here in Connecticut. Drop it off at the hospital, the fire department.
Yeah, they have that everywhere. Pretty much.
Why not do that? Why do you have to be such dickheads about it? Just do that.
And the thing is, they get caught. That one person got caught. You're in a lot of trouble, and that's fucked up.
Well,
that tugs at my heartstrings, man.
Yeah, I don't understand why, like you said, they don't just take them to a hospital or a fire department or something where they can do it anonymously and
no questions asked.
No questions asked, and
you have a way out. Why are you shitting on it?
And you know that the baby will be safe.
No, ever since we had the school shooting out here, many years ago here, it tore me apart. I wanted kids, but never found the right person to have kids. And ever since then, I always said if I became steady enough on my feet where I was able to adopt, I would adopt a couple kids. If I, as long as I was financially stable. But that's why back in the day I never got anybody knocked up, got her pregnant, because I'm not going to be an idiot like my friends that have kids and they're divorced now, Yeah,
right. I hear you. Yeah, man, it sucks. It really does, because it's like, again, you're getting a way out. There's you don't have to get in trouble for it, but people still just. No, we don't care.
Don't do it.
Yeah, we don't care. And that's the people that's the people that really should be locked up, honestly, is those that don't care.
Yeah.
Right. The ones that, if they get caught, the ones that leave them, I hate to say it, but leave them, we're not supposed to be left. Throw them away like a piece of trash. They're not trash,
Yeah, it's sad, man. It really is.
Well, we got to hit the Powerball.
We got
more kids.
Yeah, we you know what? There's a point in time, honestly, I don't know how Alyssa would feel about it, but I would go ahead and take a good portion of the money, buy a big piece of property, and build a completely custom-made home, and maybe open up like a group house type deal. Maybe a small group house, like 5 or 10 kids, and we would take care of them.
And that's
you think you'd be able to handle that?
Up here.
You can.
I always said I would try to do something up here, not put it in my name, but have somebody. I'll put the money up, but have somebody build something, for something to do with the homeless. Try to get people off the street and to better their lives.
Yeah.
I won't run it, but I'll be the money man behind it.
Right.
Something like that.
But you'd be a beneficiary if there was any money to be made, though, right?
Yeah,
because that is usually a non-profit.
Yeah, but it has to be, it has to be upkept.
Right.
I mean, I can't be pouring money into it over and over. It has to be. We have to do some type of non-profit.
No doubt, exactly. You get lawyers, whatever. Yeah, that'll be all straightened out. But I want to do something to give back.
Yeah, absolutely.
I lived in the gutter before, and I was taken out of the gutter, and I'm not living comfortably, but I'm alive, and I'm doing all right. But I'd like to give back and help out somewhere along the lines.
Oh yeah, absolutely. I don't mind doing that either. I really do. I really don't. So, but yeah, that's definitely something. Again, a lot of things happen when you have people that are in the right hands. When money hits the right hands, a lot of good can come with it. Now, again, A lot of foolish stuff can come with it, but if you think about it, about, a game plan of how to go ahead and distribute all this, you don't want to be stuck holding a big suitcase full of money. You want to basically live within your means and help out people that, not splurge on them, which I guess 10 to 15 mil each person, I guess, is kind of a lot.
They always say, like, you get a lawyer, a financial planner. Well, I got a cousin.
Fuck a lawyer.
She works for, yeah, you're right there. But she works for a bank up there in Connecticut called Webster Bank. And she's pretty high up there, in the system.
I just need to know where I can go ahead and deposit a $375 million check. Because I know going down to a regular Bank of America, they're going to look at this like, we can't do this. You have to go to a rich people's bank. So, okay, we'll take a rich people bank, open up an account, and that's it. As long as it's secure in there, that's all I need. Now, I will handle, or me and Alyssa, we will handle the distributing of how much you get, how much we get, how much, how much we're going to spend on a house, how much we're going to spend on cars, stuff, other stuff that we need. Trust me. I've mentioned this.
The key word, what you said. The key word is depositing your money. And make sure it's secure, because if they go belly up, I don't want to lose that. Oh,
I'm not going to go to a John Q bank. I'm going to go to something like Chase. I'm going to go to like Wells Fargo, Fifth Third. We're not going to go to a bank that's not been in business for a while. We're going to go to a big bank. A big bank that probably. Hey, you want my lottery winnings? You're going to have to pay me something on the back end. I want a good high interest rate here of how much I'm going to get back. If I put $375 million into this account, I better have at least $1 million a month coming out of interest.
Hey, my ex-girlfriend's not here, so I can say this now. Her ex-husband, his 401k, when this downfall started happening in the beginning stages, the economy going bad.
Yeah.
I feel bad for him. We just found out about a year ago he lost over $383,000 in the stock market.
No. How much did he have in it?
Yeah. He had a lot of money invested. It was for his 401k. And they were one of the top brokers,
Well, see, I'll never do that. I'm never going to go ahead. I'm never going to go ahead and play the stock market. That's gambling at the highest level.
Whatever his 401k is, is that considered a stock market, whatever, but he lost it all.
Yeah, screw that.
Lost it all.
The only thing, the only thing I'm going to go ahead and put in, the only thing I'm going to put in is this. I'm going to go to an account. You are going to guarantee me X number of percent every month or every year, whatever the APR is, and that's what I'm going to get. I'm not going to go ahead and take $100,000 and stick it or match it to some type of 401k or some type of stock option or something like that, and it goes belly. I'm not doing that. I'm not doing that. I'm not going to do it with Walmart, Disney, nothing. Because I don't know where these companies are going to be in 10, 15 years. I think Walmart's probably pretty stable. I'm sure Disney is too. But you don't know.
The person that was handling his account, the 401k, I want to say, I could be wrong, it's Chase P. Morgan. But she'll be over Friday. I'll ask her and I'll get back to you on that. But
yeah,
somebody that works for Chase P. Morgan, he's the one that, and he finally come out and admitted, and the guy's a good guy. I had nothing, no bad words about him. We always got along. But well,
that's why you see a lot of people that win the lottery. They go
devastated.
But that's why you see a lot of people who win the lottery who come into money, and all of a sudden it's like they're worse off than they were before because they make stupid decisions.
I watch them lottery shows all the time.
Yeah. Oh, we have to have that one gay guy come down here. We have to have him, the tatted up gay guy from HGTV.
My lottery dream home.
We got to get him down here. So, John, can I put you on record? Because I already said, I'm comfortable giving at least 25 to you. Can I go ahead and get some type of figure in case we do win or you do win tonight?
Would you say 25 to me?
I'd give you 25.
I'll go on record. That's what I'll give you back.
Okay, deal.
If I hit, you got 25, and it's on record, and you can take me to court on that.
Yep. Now, granted, here's the granted part. Granted, we're going to go ahead and get a bigger house, and we're going to start adopting. $25 million is not enough for me to feel comfortable to go ahead and help out a lot of people. I'll take care of my
hey, you might
my
have
dad.
To adopt me.
I'll take. Well, you're going to get the majority of it. I'm saying. Will you shut up?
I'll give you $50 million if you change my diapers for me once a week.
Wait, $50 million?
If you change my diaper once a week.
I can afford plane rides back and forth for $50 million. No, I can't. No. I'm just saying, if you won the majority of it, and I got $25 million, the only thing we'll take care of ourselves and everything and make sure we're living the happy life. But I think my obligations to help out people, I think, would be narrowed down to my dad, and maybe a little bit to my cousins and stuff.
You know that.
Yeah.
You know who you got to help. You know who the main person you got to help out.
Yeah. Absolutely.
All right. And that note, I'm out. I'm going to listen. Ain't calling back.
Okay, Adios. Man. Thank you. All right. We actually got to take a break anyway. Maybe they'll give John a break for a small time. But yeah, let's take a break. Talking about this is really fun. I like it, but it's like I know there's like other things we could probably talk about. The Halloween wrap up, the show, and the trunk or treat that we had, and actually, a very surprising decision our son did on Halloween night itself. We'll go ahead and get into all that here in just a second. Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back.
Be kind and rewind. The Charles Richardson Show will be right back. pressed like.
shout out to Hulk Hogan Contracting. They're busting their ass down here in Florida, Southwest Florida. After the hurricane, they've been working their tail off. They've already been working their tail off, but they've just gotten so swamped with work. I hate to give out their number, but of course, they'll go ahead and take your call and let you know what they got. 941-204-1264. Set up your estimate. They're there to handle a lot of small jobs like lawn maintenance, car repairs, a lot more. Of course, cleanup from the hurricane. So give them a call, 941-204-1264. Now, if you're out of state, they do service people. I use that very loosely, by the way. Not that type of service, but they do go ahead and help out people who need hauling from state to state because they do travel out of state. So even if you're not in Florida, go ahead and give them a call anyway. 941-204-1264. That's Haul Calling and Contracting. Our good buddies, good friends Karen and David, right there to help you out. And hopefully you don't have to work anymore by the time we win the lottery and pay their big sum of money. We'll just maybe we'll buy Haul Calling and Contracting. We'll be their boss. We'll be their boss. Did I say that right? Yeah. So anyway, let's talk about the Halloween the show recap. For the second year in a row, Michelle Ivy's granddaughter went ahead. Her Sophia won because she had the Encanto Esmeralda or something like that. I forget her name, but the character
it's not
from
Esmeralda. It's
but the main character from Encanto.
Why can't I think of her name now?
I don't know. I didn't even know her name
because I didn't sleep last night. That's why.
Is that the real reason?
Yes, because I know her name.
Okay, but anyway, spot on character. Maribel. Thank you. So, Sophia dressed up as Maribel from Encanto, and that was Michelle Ivy's granddaughter's submission, and she won $25 in candy budget. We're very happy for her, so we want to say congratulations. She did go ahead and choose almost right away, and it was actually the same candy she got last year. As a matter of fact, if I could pull it up real quick, that would be great. Because she sent me a picture of her holding up her Dum Dum lollipops and M&Ms. That was what she chose. And I sent her 2 big bags of it, totaling close to $25. And there it is. Let me go ahead and share my screen. And yeah, it's so cute. It really is. There she is. Let's put it right there. There she is, holding up her Dum-Dums and M&Ms, sitting right there with a big smile on her face, saying, "Yup, I am about to get a sugar rush." And that's all thanks to the show. And again, that's what you can go ahead and get when you go ahead and submit your picture to the Halloween show, costume show. We'll have that next year. As a matter of fact, if I might be able to kind of predict when abouts we'll have it. It's probably going to be Monday, October 30th, because Halloween falls on a Tuesday. So October 30th is when we'll have Halloween, the Halloween party, but that's 1 year away. So let's hopefully maybe the show's still on by then. That's the only thing different. And of course, the other winner was John's brother, actually, and it wasn't even really sent by his brother. He actually had it sent in, and of course, it was this costume that just had us all frightened out of our minds. And he, right there, he is the one. Scotty is the one that won a $75 Visa gift card, and that should be on the way soon, actually. But that just did. And by the way, I did find out that the teeth, obviously, or lack of that is actually prosthetic. That's not his real teeth. So I was kind of happy to hear that he has his own teeth. He has his full set of teeth, and those are just prosthetic. So we want to say congratulations. Very, very, very believable that that was actually his thing. So. Very happy to hear that. All right, but yeah, that was the Halloween show recap. We appreciate this, all the pictures that we got in. I know some of it was last minute, and we want to thank you very much. We'll try to have more time upcoming this year for the 3rd annual in 2023. We also, it was kind of hard to miss out on going trick-or-treating on Monday. But our son actually went ahead and made an executive decision because we had gone trunk or treat at the YMCA, which, by the way, it was pretty fun. It was actually, I would say, somewhat well organized. There was a little bit of chaos in some of it, but the line moved pretty quickly, and there was some interesting trunks that are out there that were decorated. Some
of them weren't done as well as I've seen in the past.
Oh, no. I'm not saying everybody hit a home run, but there were a few that did hit home runs. Yeah. There was a few that, they went ahead and they put some thought into it. It wasn't just lay a blanket down, put a couple of pumpkins and have a table out, right. Which we did see that. We just saw people with tables and just open trunks giving out candy. Now, granted, hey, listen, you're getting candy, that's great, but, you kind of want to put some thought into it when you go ahead and do that. But overall, I mean, if I were to say probably a good 50, 60 cars that were there that we had to go through, it was a pretty good extensive line out there. And also there was some tents out there. Of course, they're promoting their business or church or whatever the case may be, and they're handing out candy as well. And there was also a little presentation of Michael Jackson's Thriller, which, by the way, it really kind of sucked. I'm not gonna lie or anything like that. It was just listen. It was amateurs trying to do their best.
Getting started when you were like, "Hey, let's go."
Well, listen, when you go ahead and get started to that kind of lull, I'm over here thinking it's like, it's not going to get any better. Yeah, try to get out of there now, Peanut. I'm tired of her coming in and out. Dog, we have a dog that likes to go in and out of the studio, like just for whatever reason, either get a drink or just be annoying.
She went out to go to the bathroom.
She just likes to go out just to be annoying. I see her go out there and she's like standing around just staring at the ceiling fan or staring at, whatever's lit up out there because it's kind of dark. But it's like she just doesn't want to go anywhere. Like, move, and she always gets in our way anyway. She's that type of dog where you need to walk out somewhere, she's there. If you have a path to point A to point B, she's there. So it's like, just go, move, my God. But anyway, back to the trunk room. But I say, at the Y, it was pretty, we were a little bit scared because when we got there, the line extended throughout the whole parking lot, and it even circled around. So it was a pretty long line. I've seen shorter lines at Disney for long rides, but it did move decently. There was a mom, which I felt bad for her, right in front of us with her 3 kids. They had no idea what they were doing. They're walking back. Well, she's trying to keep them all on.
She's got a 1-year-old, a 2-year-old, and then like an 8-year-old. Yeah. So I mean, it was like she had 2 real little ones, and then she had an older kid.
I just find it so cute. The little itty bitty one, or I think that it was a 2-year-old. I don't think it was the little one. Both of them, they're getting candy in the bucket, and they're like, "Hey, mommy," they're taking the candy out of the bucket. No, you're supposed to leave the candy in the bucket. She keeps repeating it to her.
Yeah.
And then the ones, they don't want to move with the line, and they're looking at me like I'm wearing my Peter Pan Jolly Green Giant outfit, whichever one you want to put. They're looking at me like, "Are you going to eat us, big man?" Oh, it's just like, that's the type of look I got. Are you going to eat us?
The little boy was really cute, though. He kept saying, "Happy Ween, Happy Ween,
Happy Weenie,
Happy Halloween," because he was like 2 and he couldn't say it all the way. It was really cute.
Yeah, it was cute. I just felt bad for it because it's like line's moving, and her kids ain't.
She was a single mom, or at least she was there by herself. Maybe she wasn't a single mom, but she's got these 3 kids, and 2 of them are real little.
She was there, yeah.
And, so she was having a hard time
keeping up.
Yeah.
But that's what we, went through. And, of course, the little man, of course, he's just not into pictures. He even was hesitant about taking a picture because we actually saw a full-blown Spider-Man outfit, like real decent Spider-Man. Of course, looks like Spider-Man gained about 50 pounds, but still, it's a Spider-Man outfit. So we wanted to have him put on his mask. No, I don't want to take a picture. No picture. Like, really? You don't want to take? You're Spider-Man. You're the Black Spider.
About taking pictures, because sometimes he'll get like really into it and like ham it up.
Yep.
And other times it's like no.
Yeah, and it's usually the times that we want to take pictures,
right,
which he's going to say no.
Go, no.
But no, he was dressed up as the Black Spider-Man, the Miles Morales version, and we had the regular Spider-Man. You know, could have been the Tobey Maguire one or the Andrew Garfield. It doesn't matter.
Peter Parker.
It was the Peter Parker version, and you know, the Peter Parker Spider-Man said, "Hey Miles, how you doing?" No, referencing Miles Morales Spider-Man, and he's like, "Huh?" He doesn't get it. He doesn't know who Miles Morales is,
though, because it's in that cartoon that he watches.
They don't reference him as much.
They do.
They do?
Yes.
Oh, okay.
Because the three are best friends. Peter Parker, Miles Morales, and Gwen.
The Ghost Spider.
Yeah, I can't think of her last name. But anyway, the three of them are best friends, and then they transform into the Spidey characters to go and fight crime and whatever.
I mean, I've seen the shorts and the cartoons that he watched with the Amazing Spider-Man cartoons. I never heard them mentioned by name. I'm just not paying attention.
They do.
Yeah. But yeah, I mean, it's like we wanted to get the pictures, especially with Spider-Man, and you know, I wanted to see how the reaction was. It was kind of cool. He gave him a high five and everything like that. I even think they shot spider webs at each other. You know, fake things, of course. But it was cute. And listen, I will tell you one thing. There was very few, I would say a very low percentage of douchies that are out there. And when I say douchies, I'm talking about people getting the Smarties or the card candies and stuff like that. No, there's some good stuff.
Candy, yeah.
Yes. People knew not to be, you know, douchey around our kids there. I'd say there was like, I'd say out of the 50 cars that were there or so, I'm just, you know, guessing. Out of the 50 cars, I would say there's about maybe 4 or 5 that were handing out bullshit. You know, but it is what it is. You hand out what you got. I mean, that's how trunk or treat goes. I mean, that's how trick or treat goes. I mean, and that's the thing too. We saw trick-or-treaters roaming around.
A couple, but not very many.
But it was a lot more than I thought there were going to be, actually. I didn't expect to see anybody.
Our neighbor across the street has a little one and then an older girl, and they were heading out as we were leaving, so they knew we weren't home because they watched us leave.
Yeah. But even if we were here, I'm sorry, that big bag of candy that have 350 pieces in it, that's mine. You have your nerds.
I would have handed out some candy if they had come by.
1 or 2. That's about it.
No, I'm a handful person. That's the way it always was when I was growing up.
I know.
You know, we were always handful people. Yep. It was like, even once I was too old to trick or treat, I would hand out candy at the house, and it was always a handful.
See, you're the good person. You didn't hand out rocks, did you?
No.
No, you didn't. You didn't Charlie Brown anybody.
No.
Okay,
no
good.
Charlie Browning.
Yes. So on Halloween, I got a rock. On Halloween, the executive order came from the Miles Morales Spider-Man. I don't want to go out trick-or-treating. I don't want to go another trunk-or-treat. Because there was another trunk-or-treat that was going on. By the way, which is at Loveland. I saw, afterwards, everything. It was the Loveland address. So, but there was another trunk-or-treat that was going on. And we asked him, did you want to stay home and watch a movie? Or did you want to go to another trunk-or-treat? And he just says, I don't want to dress up anymore.
We actually were planning on going to the trunk-or-treat.
We were.
We said, well, after you're done with dinner, you'll get your costume on and we'll go. And then he was like, I don't want to go.
Right. I just don't think he wanted to wear the costume, but we made him wear it because we had to go over to your grandparents.
I don't think it was the costume.
You don't think so? He just didn't want to wait anymore.
I think he was just over the whole experience of
it was too
doing
much.
the trick-or-treating.
Right.
He might have been overwhelmed with it. It might have been too overstimulating.
So anyway, whatever the case was, he decided against it. No, we still had to go to your grandparents to go ahead and show him the costume, and dress him up and everything. We didn't dress up. It was just Stefan, and we went over there and we checked to look at the time, and I started thinking, he has a memory like a sponge. and he knows he heard we're going to watch a movie tonight. And I kept looking at the clock, and I'm saying, it's 7 o'clock. It's 7:10. There's not going to be enough time. How are we going to break the news to him? Well, I said, well, we can kind of cheat a little bit on this one. So I remember that Apple Plus had the Charlie Brown, It's a Great Pumpkin Charlie Brown episode, which, hey, it's something on TV. He doesn't have to know it's not a movie. It's just a series. It's a cartoon. It's about Halloween, right? Mm-hmm. So I went ahead and said, I'm going to go ahead and get Apple Plus linked up here and get it working. And Apple Plus can go ahead and suck the sweat off both my left and right hairy nuts. Apple Plus is such a pain in the ass that I had to use 5 different email addresses to go ahead and get everything set up. No payment, mind you. But I needed an Apple ID, which I had. Then it said it needed to be an iTunes ID. I'm thinking, what the fuck are you talking about? So I set up a new Apple ID with a Gmail, which I hardly ever use. So I set one up with that. Finally got it working. But this took me a good 10 goddamn minutes. Like, why can't I just sign in and do the stuff the way every other fucking app is?
Because it's Apple.
Right. It's Apple. I have to do it the Apple way.
They want to make things complicated.
You know, an apple a day makes me go fucking crazy. And honestly, it's like, Apple is such a bunch of dicks. It really is. It's their own language. And they complain, oh, Samsung is so hard. No, it's not. You know something? I never heard of anybody bitching or complaining that they had to buy a special charger when every other fucking tablet and phone, Google, Samsung, Acer, whatever the fuck it is, uses a USB-C cord.
Well, when they switched from the micro USB to the USB-C, that was a
little bit. But yeah. You know what? It's not like I have to spend $30 on an Apple cord to do only just a fucking Apple device, unless you're in the Apple family. No, I can go ahead and charge my phone. I can charge my tablet. I can charge almost any other thing that's out there. Look at all the stuff. My PlayStation 5 base cord does a USB-C. Not an Apple Lightning cord, a USB-C. You know something? The cable that goes to the Nintendo Switch to charge it is, guess what? A USB-C. Okay? None of these devices that are very popular, mind you, use a Apple Lightning cord or whatever the fuck you call it. No, it's Apple in their world. And if you don't have everything fucking Apple, then you're going out of your goddamn mind. Honestly, you have to have everything Apple.
I had to go buy one of them stupid cords for my work tablet because
it's Apple.
Because the one that they gave me broke.
Yeah. And guess what? That, I'm sure, is probably a pretty penny. I mean,
I think it was like $20.
$20. But I can go ahead and, you know what? Here, let's do the shopping here, because honestly, USB-Cs are used a whole lot more than Apple, unless you are just particular Apple. All right?
Yeah, my back's starting to hurt. I'm trying to get comfortable.
Here, USB-C, $4.88, and that's a 3-footer. You want a 3-in-1 USB-C, $5.98. That's at Walmart. Best Buy, USB-C adapter, $10. Okay, now what's the Apple? What is that called? An Apple Lightning cord. Lightning cable. Let's do that. Apple Lightning cable. I'm going to go to Walmart and pick up an Apple Lightning cable for $16.48. I'm able to go ahead and pick up another one from Apple for $20. I mean, is anybody seeing the fucking stupidity of this? It's stupidity. It really is. The Apple and the USB-C is just stupid. USB-C has got more availability than the Apple Lightning cord. It is just plain and simple. You want to go ahead and get stuck in the Apple world? Number one, you got to be made of money because you're going to be spending 3-4 times more on everything than you would with Apple. Notice that your screen will break. Yeah, and the screen will break. I think they've gotten better at that, though. I'm not saying
there was a really long time where every single person I knew that had an Apple device had a cracked screen.
It's just crazy. It really is. It is so. It's just, and that's like the go-to. That is like the A-list. I mean, I'm not talking about A for Apple. I'm just talking about that's the A-list go-to is everybody wants a lightning cord because they have Apple, and Apple is so superior. It has nothing to do with superior. It's you're used to Apple, and you are gonna see. You got so used to doing things the hard way, where you need 5 different fucking email addresses to activate your Apple device that you don't care. See, I only need an email and I only need an Apple ID for this, an iTunes for this, a blowjob for this, where I can go to Google Play for one single fucking account. That's all I need, and Google Play is on everything.
I've gotten kind of used to using the iPad, but there's still things on there that I don't know how to do. There's still things that I got to search. How do you do this? Because I don't know how to do it. Yeah. So I mean, I use mine for very basic things.
Yeah. It's like, honestly, the people that are like, well, we use Apple because it's easy to understand. Yeah, because you're a fucking drone. Because you're a fucking bigot. Honestly. Oh, wow, they announced the Chucky House is coming to Universal Studios Halloween Horror Nights next year. We got to go back to that. Chainsaw time. No, I know.
Going to steer clear of the chainsaws. Thank you very much.
You cannot avoid them. It must be done. But listen, it's not like I hate Apple. I mean, yes, it is. But I'm not saying that. Listen, I'm not out here to hate and hate and hate. It's just I'm tired of the people hating on Samsungs because they're difficult to understand. Bullshit. Your thing is just as fucking difficult. Your thing is just as fucking difficult as anything else that is existing out there. So I don't want to hear it. You going ahead and learning Samsung is the same thing of us learning Apple. You know, and you know what it makes me sound like? It makes me sound like there's 2 different species that are out there. They're the Apple worms and then the Samsung elite. Okay, so I have a little bit of a biased opinion on that one. But still, you get what I'm saying. It takes the same amount of knowledge to go ahead and learn Apple that does to take to learn Samsung. It ain't that much better. I mean, honestly, there are inventions, there are features that Samsung created that Apple had to copy and make their own.
I love the new Samsung commercials that totally dig on Apple. There's one where they're talking about like superior camera function and blah, blah, blah. And the guy's like, Samsung's had that for a long time. Yeah.
When did you guys get it? We got a year. We got just this year. Well, Samsung's had it for 3 or 4 years. Where the fuck have you guys been? I mean, it's just really stupid. It really is. We're going to take a break. Do we have good news to rely on tonight?
We will.
Okay. We're gonna take a break. We can go ahead and play some tunes. When we
the good news is I haven't fallen asleep yet.
I know, I'm bored. I'm
not bored. I was up at 4:30 this morning and did not fall back asleep.
Right. I get it. Okay. Well, so enjoy the tunes. We're going to come back with the good news.
There, I already found something.
You already found it? How about that? Look at that. So, let me just type this in because I haven't really fully adapted to the Restream format. There's not really anybody listening anyway, so whatever. The fuck it. And we're going to take a break right now. Don't go anywhere. Good news coming up right after this.
Wrapping up the show with Alyssa's good news after a short break.
hospital.
Tell my wife I'm going to be 30 minutes late.
Tell my husband I'm not surprised.
Tell my wife if she has a problem with my work schedule, she's more than welcome to get a job of her own.
Tell my husband that I do just as much work as he does.
Tell my wife that if watching Ellen is a job, she should get a promotion.
Message from your husband. I appreciate you.
Bullshit. What did he actually say?
Please don't drag me into this.
Siri, call my husband.
Siri, ignore the call from my bitch wife.
Tell my husband that he said he'd respect my choice to stay at home with our child.
Tell my wife I would, but she can't even get around to washing his overalls.
Did you want me to search for flower shops nearby?
Tell my husband that at least when I sit on the washing machine, I come.
Send my wife this picture and ask her if the washing machine is
the only thing you've been sitting on lately. Oh dear.
Ask my husband what he means by that.
Tell my wife I think she knows.
Hey, look. I googled anger management techniques.
Tell my husband to think very carefully before he says whatever he's about to say.
Ask my wife if she's fucking Jim McPherson.
Tell my husband how dare he.
Tell my wife that's not an answer.
Is this my fault?
Tell my husband that I will not answer that.
Ask my wife if she's fucking Jim McPherson.
Searching for a place to hide.
Tell my husband he wishes it was just Jim McPherson.
I don't want to.
Tell him.
Please don't make me.
Do it.
Send my wife directions to hell.
Say goodbye to the most amazing iPhone yet. Follow us on Facebook and Twitter. Search The Charles Richardson Show.
And if that bit isn't proof that Apple is evil, then there you go. Just saying. Apple is evil. Evil Apple. Lightning cables. Go fuck yourself. How about that? Fuck you! So evil. Alright, let's go ahead and get to the good news right now. And Alyssa's taking over.
Honda designed a tiny electric car to bring joy to hospitalized kids as they drive themselves to treatments.
They drive themselves crazy?
No. At Children's Health of Orange County, California, you need to be on the lookout for tots getting lab tests because they'll be tooting their horn at the wheel of their new electric Honda, which is bringing laughs and comfort to sick children.
Did you just say they're getting lots of head? What was that?
What are you talking about?
I heard something weird. I'm sorry.
Oh my God.
I'm sorry.
I did not say that.
All right. Go ahead. I'm sorry. Just electric cars from Tots? What?
Do I have to read the whole thing over again?
No.
Because you're too busy laughing about something I didn't say?
That was my bad. I'm sorry.
Designed by Honda engineers to ease the stress and anxiety of hospitalized children, the car brought tears to their adult eyes when talking about its genius. Called Shogo, it was specifically designed to navigate hospital hallways and transport all the IV drips and monitoring machines a child might require. It allows them to drive themselves down the hallways to their treatments, turning what could be a stressful journey into a joyful ride.
Yeah, getting pushed by a wheelchair is not the greatest, but when you're in an electric Honda, there you go.
Drive a car.
I get to drive a car to my treatment. Yeah, what's my next treatment?
To see the joy on the faces of these young patients when they get behind the wheel of Shogo is truly rewarding, said Hundi Liu, manager of national advertising at American Honda Motor Company.
Hundi Liu, okay.
Hundi, Hundy, L-I-U.
At least it's not, Susie Luhu.
Randall Smock, a senior exterior designer of vehicles for the company, played a significant role in the design of the Shogo and called it a labor of love. As someone who spent time in the hospital as a young child, I really wanted the number one objective of Shogo to be easing the hardship of a hospital stay by providing kids a lasting positive memory about that experience. One mom said, I heard Charlie laughed harder than the whole time he's been in the hospital. So hearing that laugh again makes me want to cry.
Aww. That's it? Awesome.
No,
you're breaking down, aren't you?
I haven't had enough sleep.
No, you haven't. Take a deep breath.
Shogo, based on a Japanese word intended to mean soaring into the future, it was built to focus on young patients ages 4 through 9 who can easily drive with its power controls, manage the go-stop mechanism on the steering wheel. It has an adjustable speed of 1 to 5 miles per hour, which is controlled by a handler such as a nurse or caregiver.
Good.
It includes a toy bucket in the front of the vehicle for items the child would like to bring along with them. Cup holders, a center horn with different sound options, and a customizable license plate slot to display the name of each rider.
Awesome.
Shogo also includes a push car that offers caregivers the option to manually push the vehicle when needed. All the fun was captured in a terrific video that won a silver statue at the 2022 Clio Health Awards because it demonstrates the amazing impact that play and laughter can make in the life of sick kids.
Sweet. Very nice. Thank you very much. That was actually really cool.
Yeah, I thought so.
You got cars now, which is kind of cool. I kind of like that. I dig that. It's really nice.
Could you imagine walking down the halls of that hospital?
Yeah. What the hell's going on
all
here?
these cars.
All the cars are driving away. They have like crosswalks for the nurses.
Or if a kid goes rogue. I'm blowing this popsicle stand.
Oh my God. All right. Well, anyway, listen, follow us on Facebook and YouTube. We appreciate it. Subscribe to our YouTube channel, and of course, like our Facebook page and share it, of course. And if you like the show, make sure you let other people know about it. That's how it works. All right, we're out of here. No show on Friday because I'm not going to be here. Probably a show on Monday. That is to be determined, though. Depends on how tired I am. We have to leave at 6 o'clock in the morning at Boston. So anyway, we're out of here, folks. Take care. Bye-bye.
Too high, get to see the light. Yeah, it's true, been there before.